Recorded Books Inspirational presents an unabridged recording of Don't Take Any Wooden Nickels by Mindy Starns Clark. Narrated by Ruth and Phimister. This book is copyrighted 2003 by Mindy Starns Clark. This recording is copyrighted 2003 by Recorded Books. The author opens with the following quote from the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And now, don't take any wooden nickels.
Chapter 1. I heard the gunshots from a distance, sharp and loud in the cool November air. A few seconds later there were more gunshots, then more, then all was silent. Quickening my pace, I rounded the corner and hurried through two large stone arches into the Glen Oaks Cemetery, a beautiful, shady old graveyard on the outskirts of Nashville, Tennessee. I had timed this just right, since I didn't really want to get there until the funeral was finished. Now that the honor guard had fired 3 volleys, I knew it was almost over. I slowed down a little, found the gravesite, and stopped a respectful distance away. The deceased had been a naval chief petty officer in his youth, and his family had wanted him to have a full honor guard at his burial. Now I could see that nearly half of the 20 or so people in attendance were wearing full military dress uniforms. I watched as 2 young soldiers carefully folded the flag that had been draped over the coffin, and then they presented it to the widow. As they did so, an older soldier lifted a bugle to his lips and lightly sounded out the notes for taps. The simple tune, always so mournful, sounded especially sad in the middle of this Tennessee graveyard. Ordinarily, I think the whole scene would have brought me to tears. Even though I didn't personally know the deceased or his family, I had been widowed myself only 3 years before, and it still didn't take much to open those wounds. Today, however, I was distracted by other matters. I had an exciting event of my own coming up in just a few hours, thoughts of which were keeping my mind from becoming...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?